boom. You know what I mean?
Just a boom. Okay. We're talking about something else, just so y'all know.
Boom.
Welcome, folks. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by Natasha Martinez.
Hello.
We're looking at BORAT 2, the trailer with Sacha Baron Cohen, comedy movie. Okay.
Are you excited for this or not?
Well, the thing is, I discovered the Sacha Baron Cohen before his movies.
Okay.
Oddly enough, the way I discovered him was through this random video that I downloaded off Napster or something.
Napster!
Because you know, you used, if it was Napster or LimeWire, where you used it for like downloading, not just music, but other special kinds of videos. And amongst those videos, for whatever reason, was an Ali G video where he's like hanging out with special movie stars.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? And he's sort of just kind of laughing and joshing at these moments that were just so odd. I found him hilarious, and that was before I knew anything about the dude. I didn't know that he had all these different characters. I thought Ali G was who he was.
Oh,
And
okay.
so when BORAT came out, I was very excited by the trailer. Then I watched the movie and I'm like, there's a lot of jokes in here that are like too far for me. But there are some jokes that still worked on me. I don't know how like excited I am about BORAT 2, but I'm very optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, I didn't watch BORAT when it came out. I actually recently watched it, like probably like a couple months ago. And I started watching his, I think it was an HBO or Showtime like series where he goes out with his different characters and like meets real people. And I was just watching it like, oh, so this is what he does? Like it's actually real, but it's staged. Like they don't know it's real, so he's catching people in their like stupidity basically. And then I'm like, that's funny. That being said, BORAT, I agree with you. There was a lot that was like too much, but you know, it's funny.
Yeah,
it's funny. So
but I like what you're talking about though, like the thing where he talks to people and it's like they think it's real.
Yes.
I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah.
And I watched his show on Netflix where he plays this, I guess, a spy. I can't remember the name of the show. It might have been called Spy. But I thought that was actually pretty good. At least his performance in it was pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's check this out.
About a year ago, I released a movie film which brought great shame to Kazakhstan.
Oh, God.
But now I was instructed to return to Yankee Land to carry out secret mission. I go to America! What do you say, Ref? No, it's not me. People may recognize my face. I would need disguises. This man is a sex criminal? No, I'm not sex criminal. I will take this to be a fat like American man. Yeah? This is a good one. Where is his crumb? What is the problem, officer?
Got somebody that's strapped to the top of your car. He's in that passenger seat, boss.
Only men and bears are allowed inside car. I'm here to give my daughter as a gift to someone close to the throne. I'm dressed with real sexy peels.
Sexy peels.
This is a bag that just goes over the dress.
Very nice.
I really like this.
Let us present Sandra Jessica Parker Drummond.
Oh my God.
I want this one with a baby on it. I have a baby inside me.
Can you take it out? No, we cannot. That's not what we do here.
Oh,
I
gosh.
feel bad because I was the one who put the baby in her. Did you ever put one in your daughter? No, I did not. Go home? I hope quarantine never ends. Michael Penis! I brought the girl for you! What do you prefer? You fist me or I fist you? Same time. Fist each other. Yeah. There you go.
Oh my God, I thought that was hilarious. But it is also a trailer.
This is not suitable for people under 3.
Oh.
Okay, see, they do a really good job of like containing all of, like the jokes that are palatable for more people.
Yeah.
Then you get there and you're like, oh, I see, it's like Scary Movie.
Yeah, this is like a lot. I really enjoyed that trailer. That was pretty funny. I'm really glad that I finally watched BORAT like a few months ago so that I could actually get what was happening.
I would watch this just for that Mike Pence moment. Like, if that's real.
His face.
Yeah.
He was like.
Yeah, I would watch it just for that moment right there. That would be enough for me. I would like to just see that clip.
Oh my God. There was just so much to like get into, but it's, another thought that I had is, I mean, that movie is so iconic that
BORAT?
at this point, like when people are chasing him down the street, how is it possible to find somebody that doesn't know what Borat looks like or who he is?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I know he probably, I don't know what states he went to, but maybe they didn't watch the movie.
Well, the funniest thing is he really plays into people's ignorance of certain areas because he says he's from Kazakhstan, but Kazakhstanis don't look anything like that at all. Like, at all. I was in a car in San Francisco and this dude who I swear looked Chinese to me, he's like, where do you want to go? I'm like, where are you from, dude? He goes, I'm from Kazakhstan. I'm like, people from Kazakhstan look like you? He goes, yes. I'm
Borat
so confused.
is a lie.
Because basically they look Asian. They look Chinese.
Yeah.
I mean, at least in my experience, they do. And so everyone there looks like European or some kind of like Russian or something like that. And so, but that's playing into the ignorance that people have about Kazakhstan. They know nothing about it.
Nothing about it.
Yeah, and so everyone just assumes that Kazakhstanis look like him.
Yeah.
Which is not true at all. It's hilarious.
The Halloween store scene was pretty funny. Is this man a sex criminal? And it's like Harry Potter, like a young Harry Potter, and
Right.
just like the fat suit. He's like, I'm gonna look like every American.
Right. Well, I mean, it's playing into that thing that, or mocking the thing that we spoke about in a previous reaction we did for Ryan George, which is probably coming out later. But one of the things we talked about is Ryan George sort of calling out the obvious, the things that we take for granted, that we just sort of like, I mean, we don't even think about, but if you examine it from another eye, it's like, oh wait, I never thought of it like that. And the Harry Potter one is perfectly like a good example because you look at his face on the poster, he does look like a creepy,
He's
you
like,
know, it's just not a good look.
with those glasses
You know,
and everything.
It's meme worthy. Like you could
Definitely.
definitely put like captions under that, and it would just like ruin that photo forever.
Yeah, the baby like abortion scene, although that's like a horrible thing. But you know, it just was like, it was too funny because she just swallowed the plastic baby, and it's true, she does have a baby in her. Can you take it out? And the guy's like, we don't do that here. I loved that.
Well, what's interesting to me is how the guy, he's playing it so serious. I wonder if he has any idea that he's being played. Because the thing about it is there's a camera in the room. Like, there's a camera crew in the, I mean, I'm assuming they're lobbed up, right? And so there's no microphones or anything like that, but still, nevertheless, you know there's a camera in the room, so you have to assume.
And they are such like ridiculous characters, you know?
Right,
it's like,
over the top.
yeah, I mean, even just the way that they look. I mean, I don't necessarily think that Sacha Baron Cohen's like prosthetics always look realistic. Like, I'm always just like, what's wrong? Like, if I saw him with those prosthetics in front of me, I'd be like, what's wrong with your face? Like, please take those
Are you sure?
off.
Are you sure? Because I feel like when you meet someone for the first time, you're not assuming anything is artificial. You're just taking it for granted.
But I know what like skin looks like.
Hey, there's lots of people out there with funny skin.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. But yeah, I think with his other stuff, like the documentary that I watched where he goes to like the different situations in towns and like, you know, messes with people, I think it's framed as like a documentary, so they're like,
That's
oh,
true.
cool, like here's the camera, and that's why it's so absurd because they're willing to do these crazy things on camera that you're just like, oh my God. Like, I think some of those, there was like a senator on there, he ended up getting fired because of that documentary because what he was saying was just ridiculous. And they were talking about kids who were 3 years old like owning guns and did the whole commercial about kids owning guns at 3, and I'm just like, oh my God. So maybe that's how they play it, like this is a documentary and we want to learn about your facility, and there you go. But I don't know, I would like to meet Sacha Baron Cohen in Borat style.
The funniest thing is like he has this very, very crass humor that he sells himself on, but he's actually a very, very smart and talented dude.
Oh, completely smart.
That's the thing I find sort of fascinating is that like people there's a lot of people who dismiss him, including myself at one point, who dismiss him as this just sort of crass person. It's like, but no, he's actually has a lot of interesting ideas and things that he can talk about, and you know, it's fascinating. It's like, but that's where you go.
Yeah.
You know?
When did the first Borat come out?
Oh gosh,
It was
years
a
ago. I mean, he
long
looks
time ago. Like,
so different.
he does.
He definitely looks older.
Definitely aged.
Yeah.
Like what it was probably 10 years ago, maybe more than that it came out.
I would say it's about 12 years ago if I had to guess.
12 years ago? Okay.
If I had to guess.
Yeah, so to have that same character and not only just do the sequel 12 years later or 10 years later, but to then like still play off of different Borats in different situations and have people love it is just you gotta be smart to be able to do that.
I agree. The thing that we haven't mentioned is that Amazon is the one that produced this, or at least they're the ones that are distributing this.
Oh,
And so,
okay.
Amazon and Netflix, Amazon's basically pulling a Netflix, so to speak, where they're going, what is a franchise or idea or IP that we could, make a sequel to or expand on in some way that hasn't been explored? For instance, Netflix did, what's it called? Jason Bateman had a show, the comedy show, for a long time with the banana stand.
Arrested Development?
Arrested Development, there you go. They did the 4th season of Arrested Development.
Oh.
Netflix. It wasn't great. It was like fundamentally different, but at least they went there.
Yeah.
They did Full House, they brought that back. And so it's cool that Amazon is exploring that and they're producing like that. I'm sure there's a lot of people who would be anxious to watch that. So.
Oh, definitely. I know that's going crazy on the internet right now.
Yeah. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us, and hopefully you enjoyed some of that. Be sure to check out Natasha Martinez on the social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon, all notifications. Please check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Natasha Martinez.
Peace out.